Hello, my name is Lorrie. Welcome to the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Sew and quilt along. Today we will be making the last parts of the first block and then assembling the first big 18-inch star block. Let's take a look. Next week you know that there's going to be a second short story coming up. But let's take a look at the pattern. We have done 2 of the 9-inch blocks, 2 of the 6-inch blocks, and now today we are making 10 of the 3-inch blocks. They are assembled the exact same way every week, but I'm going to put a piece of scrap paper over those ones that we have done as we go over the parts. Now keep in mind that the parts are written for 1 block, so you need to do times 10 every time you look at the parts. So, and I cut these out the first week. I'm going to lay them out individually because I have sorted them a certain way, but your life might not be as difficult as I've made it for myself. So I have my little piles, and I have a little asterisk here, and if you did the last sew along with me, you had bonus half square triangles. If you didn't, this is written so that you can make the 2 at a time half square triangles. So each pile has 4 1.5-inch background squares. Let me pull that. There's my center, and there's my 4 1.5-inch background squares for 1 block, my center, and then these are my leftover bonus half square triangles from the last quilt. If you do not have these, right here is the part where you need 2 backgrounds and 2 triangle points for each square. So if you don't have those, you will need 20 2-inch backgrounds and 20 2-inch points, and then you will draw a line, sew down the sides, and end up with 1.5-inch squares. Let me lay one of these out here for you, just to refresh your memory. Move my pattern out of the way. Now keep in mind, you can make a friendship star twirl to the left or twirl to the right. I want mine all going the same direction. Some people like them 1 or 2 going the opposite direction. And the dark blue is my background. I'm going to open up the stars I did last week, so I put it going the right way. So there is one of my stars. And when I put them together, this will sort of join together. And some of them, as you can see, some of these have more yellow in them because they came from a batik. See, this one will be more yellow. Let me move this all over. All came from the same batik, but they are not all exactly alike. And because I sorted them into groups of more yellow and more pink and more orange, I need to keep them in the same order, so I can't speed piece mine as well. But now that I have it laid out, I sew the rows together, the pieces, and then the rows, just like any old 9-patch. Let me get to that, and I will be back to you in a moment to show you some finished little stars. Here are the pile. It's a pile of all the pieces webbed together. So now I need to take them to the ironing board. Normally, webbing drives me crazy, but because I want this pile to stay organized, this is probably the best method. Now I could iron them like this, all webbed together, but I'm going to separate them out just to make my life easier. Maybe I'll just separate out one thread. I'll let you know when I come back. It did work to just separate out one thread to make it easier so I could swing the pieces out and iron toward the solid block, iron inward toward the solid block, and iron outward again. So now the seams will all nest and they're connected together so that they will not go every which way, and I don't even have to worry about laying them down neatly. I can just toss them over here and they'll stay in the set of 3. That is an excellent plan. It is time for that final layout to make the block look like this. So the 6-inch is surrounded by the 3-inch, and then the 9 inches go in separate. So I need to lay out the 6-inch blocks. I think I'm just going to lay it out the whole way, even though I probably could do it in half. And I know that I have 4 that are more yellow than the others. So I am going to put those at the ends of the... That one's a little more orangey, but it's all right. Let me see if I can zoom this in a little bit so you can see the whole thing with all the mess along the edge too. So there's the yellows, and then we'll just fill in with pinks, pinky oranges. See how that looks? Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. I don't see any. It's amazing when you're looking at it out of the camera, you really don't notice. To assemble this, I am going to assemble these 2 and then put them with the 6, and then these 3 and join it in one block. So let me go assemble the 2s. Now, a couple Fridays ago, I mentioned that I was doing a leader ender project with scraps. So as I'm assembling, I am making 4 patches, and I'm putting together more 2 so that I can make the 4 as I go. So I'm going to end up with lots of these by the time I'm done. This is a great sew along if you have a leader ender project to work with. Please do it. Another great thing is the seam between these 2 blocks. There's no seam there to match it up with. Now there's one here and there's one here, but there isn't one in the very middle that you have to worry about. So let me get these pieces together, flip and flip, and I will be right back. And meanwhile, I'm going to sew these 3 together also as I sew those. I will give you a little bit of heads up. I press toward the bigger block. There is a little bit of bulk right there, but I'm okay with it. It's up to you. If that bothers you, you might want to press your seams open. So now I have a unit and 3 stars. And since I pressed this toward here, I want to make sure those seams go, just this set of seams go that way, or press them open. Let me get these 2 big pieces put together for you. So as I was pressing the row of 3, I did take a little peek to see which way these seams were going, and I made the seams here go the opposite direction when I was pressing. 4 more seams to go, and this block is ready to roll. Let me get it put together for you. As I come back to the ironing board, I see that both of these blocks both these halves are exactly the same. So now all I need to do is the center seam, just turn one around. And since I press toward the bigger block, again in this case, and you'll notice these seams don't line up right here. So this block is very forgiving. One last seam down through, and it will be finished. Here it is, the block for June. Right now it measures at 18.5 inches. When it's in the quilt, it will be 18. This block went together so quickly after the different size friendship stars were pieced together. It was an easy starter block. And this darker blue makes sort of a border. Several of the blocks have that sort of motion going. I hope you have enjoyed putting this block together, and if you're not finished, it will be easy to catch up. Well, I'll see you on Friday for Blabfest, but we will start another story and parts for another big block next Wednesday. I hope you've enjoyed. See ya. Thanks for watching.